What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the historic Liverpool Man United post-match reaction and analysis video. Liverpool have beaten Man United for the first time in football history 7-0, and this is the joint biggest defeat in Manchester United history. To smash the hell out of the like button. I'm so happy. I apologize that I couldn't upload this video yesterday, but I watched the game at one of my relatives or one of my girlfriend's relatives' house, and we got back home very late, but I watched the highlights this morning again. It was an absolutely stupendous, mesmerizing, attacking masterclass of a performance. Also, congratulations to Mo Salah for breaking the Premier League goal scoring record for Liverpool. Mo Salah is now the highest scorer, the top scorer in the Premier League for Liverpool, surpassing Robbie Fowler with 2 goals yesterday. And this front line, the Cody Gakpo, Darwin Núñez, Mo Salah front line, was honestly as good as Salah, Mane and Firmino in their prime, and that's very high praise if you know what I'm talking about. And also let me know in the comments below, what did you think of the game? Who was your man of the match? And also, what does this mean in the wider context of Liverpool's rebuild? That's what we will analyze in this video, because I think this is now the benchmark, and this is like the announcement from Liverpool that the rebuild is officially underway, and what a way to announce it. And also, half of the Liverpool starting 11 was between 19 and 24 years old. So this Liverpool rebuild, as I already mentioned in previous videos, has already started. Cody Gakpo, 23 years old, Darwin Núñez, 23 years old, Harvey Elliott, 19, Konate, 23 years old, Trent Alexander-Arnold, even though he looks like he feels like an older player, he's still only 24, and Bajcetic, 18 years old. And this Liverpool team, honestly, is only going to get better and better with these core players that Liverpool's rebuild will be based on. And of course, we know we need to add a centre-back, 2 or 3 midfielders, and maybe a right back to back up Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. Anybody who doubted Cody Gakpo, this was his announcement game. That I am here, I'm now a proper Liverpool player, and I have what it takes to cut it in the Premier League. Because the score 2 marvelous, stupendous, fabulous goals against Manchester United, who were the most informed team in the Premier League going into this. All the Man United former players, the pundits, the legends, Man United legends, they all were saying, Rio Ferdinand included, he said, I'm the most confident I have ever been in the past 8 years going to Anfield and winning. And they get absolutely smashed and humbled 7-0, and I want to hear all the Man United pundits' reaction after this game. So probably after making this video, I will dive into that while editing a new career mode video for you guys. And I just couldn't be prouder of Jurgen Klopp and this whole team, and also the fans who stuck by this Liverpool side. Cody Gakpo scored 2 absolutely magnificent goals. The first one, Andy Robertson's defense splitting pass, and Cody Gakpo with a body feint sent the Man United defender to the shops and curls in an absolute beauty. It was 0-0 in the 42nd minute before Cody Gakpo scored his first goal. It was only 1-0 at halftime, and Liverpool scored 6 goals in the second half. That's also a record, considering Man United's biggest ever defeat was 7-0, so that Liverpool equaled Man United's biggest ever defeat, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me. And also, you know what? When that was? Last time Man United lost by 7 goals, 1931. So like 92 years ago. Absolutely mind-blowing to me that for a century almost, Man United haven't lost by 7 goals in the league, I mean. In the European Cup or the Champions League, UEFA Cup or Europa League, and in the FA Cup, League Cup, I don't know. But in the league, Man United haven't lost by 7 goals for almost a century. And also, Man United have never lost to Liverpool by this margin, ever. Which is absolutely, feels amazing. And also last season, Man United lost at home 5-0 to Liverpool, and Man United lost at Anfield 4-0. So Liverpool scored 9 goals against Man United last season, and now we scored 8 goals against Man United this season, 7 in one game. And as I said, this Liverpool rebuild has already started. Darwin Núñez, this was also a game where he also announced to the Premier League that I'm back to my best, and him scoring 2 goals, 2 magnificent headers. I'm so happy for Darwin Núñez, and it showed what it meant to him. The first header by great cross by Harvey Elliott, and a brilliant header into the back of the net. And the second one, Jordan Henderson, who was actually back to his best. Where was this Jordan Henderson for the first half of this season? Because he was a shadow of his former self. And the same can be said for Fabinho. Fabinho was absolutely marvelous, stupendous in midfield. And when the team news came out, I was actually driving and I got stuck in traffic, so I missed the first half, but I rewatched it this morning, the extended highlights I mean. It's a shame I missed the first half, because even in the first half Liverpool played really well, created a good amount of chances. Of course, Man United created some chances as well, especially in the first half, but the second half they fell apart. I didn't really understand why Erik ten Hag didn't put Rashford one-on-one against Trent Alexander-Arnold to utilize his pace and also to take advantage of maybe Trent Alexander-Arnold's defensive mistakes or lapse in concentration sometimes. And this impressive new Liverpool team is emerging. Now I think the world will take notice that the Liverpool rebuild has officially begun, and it is never as bad as when it feels like the Liverpool's era of dominance is over. It felt like when we lost to Brentford 3-1, where we conceded 5 goals actually, but 2 were disallowed. We lost to Brighton, I think, very heavily 3-0. We lost to Wolves 3-0. And it felt like the world was ending for Liverpool. And now we are on number 9, cloud 9, and it's 7th heaven for Liverpool. The headlines, the jokes, the memes write themselves. It's just beautiful. There is no other better feeling than beating Manchester United, apart from winning a big cup final and getting a trophy. Honestly, in the Premier League, I want more than anything else to beat Man United. Of course, I want to win the Premier League. But after that, if you just want to say one result, I want to beat Man United. And to beat Man United 7-0, honestly, I never in my wildest dreams thought that this was possible. And now the 5-2 loss to Real Madrid feels even worse, because Liverpool actually played really well in that game, but some defensive mistakes by Joe Gomez and Alisson cost Liverpool dearly. Real Madrid were absolutely ruthless in punishing those mistakes. But if Liverpool can score 7 goals against Man United, can we score 3 or 4 goals at the Bernabeu against Real Madrid? Because then we have a chance. Of course, I'm dreaming here, and I know that it's pretty unrealistic to expect Liverpool to go to the Bernabeu because it's away from home. If it was at Anfield and we lost 5-2 to Real Madrid away from home, and we come back to Anfield for the second leg, I would be much more confident of Liverpool beating Real Madrid by 3 or 4 goals. But at the Bernabeu, it's almost impossible. But Liverpool is capable of scoring a lot of goals. The firepower is there. And as I said, Gakpo and Darwin Núñez are back to their best. Mo Salah is back to his best. Now he's scoring regularly again. And him scoring 129 Premier League goals is absolutely historic. And he only achieved it in 6 seasons or 5 seasons? I don't even know exactly how much, but it was absolutely brilliant. Mo Salah's finishes were absolutely great as well. And also we have to talk about Bobby Firmino, who came on as a substitute and scored the 7th goal. I was so happy for Firmino. That was the icing on the cake and the cherry on top. What a finish by Firmino. He takes the ball in his stride, and then he has to half turn and smash it home past the hair. That was honestly just the best ending to a brilliant game. And also, I wish Konate would have been playing against Real Madrid, because honestly I think we don't concede 5, we don't even concede probably 3 goals. And if it's 2-2 or 3-2 Liverpool, it would be a totally different tie in the Champions League. Yes, I'm still very disappointed against that we lost so heavily to Real Madrid. That was Liverpool's heaviest defeat in the Champions League at home or in any European game, because I don't think we played that badly against Real Madrid to deserve to concede 5 goals. Mo Salah, who was an absolute genius today and in many other games, he looks like he's reborn. And the people who were saying Mo Salah is finished, Mo Salah is done for, Mo Salah is doing an Aubameyang, I heard so many opinions like that floating around on social media. You don't know what the hell you are talking about. Mo Salah is having a very identical season to Marcus Rashford, actually, in terms of goals and assists. If you add those up, Mo Salah is almost level with Rashford. And yet people are saying this is Rashford's best season in his life. Rashford is like the best player right now in the world, on form currently. And yet for Mo Salah it's an average season. And people are not saying Mo Salah is not firing on all cylinders, he's not at his absolute best. So imagine, Mo Salah's average season is Marcus Rashford's best season in his life. So there are levels to this game, man. There are levels to, Mo Salah. And it just shows how ridiculously consistent and how amazing Mo Salah have been, that an average season for Mo Salah is still an amazing season. Salah has 32 goals and assists combined in 35 starts. So in almost every single game he is either scoring or assisting. Those are elite numbers. Only Messi and Ronaldo can better those numbers in their prime. And also, Mo Salah is receiving less touches per match than any of his previous 5 Premier League seasons at Liverpool, due to the chaos surrounding him, the structural chaos, the tactical chaos. Liverpool are trying different formations, different lineups, different tactical setups to actually work out a better tactical shape and tactical setup going forward. And I think Liverpool found a formula, because now that is our 5th clean sheet in a row after having the worst defense of any Liverpool team in the first half of the season for the past like 7 or 8 years. Now Liverpool have kept 5 Premier League clean sheets in a row. I'm talking Premier League clean sheets in a row. He's absolutely elite, Salah, as well, in his 30s. His physical level is still extraordinary. You could see it when he took off his shirt after breaking the Premier League goal scoring record for Liverpool. He is absolutely in amazing shape. Salah, when he maybe loses his pace, not yet, he still has a lot of pace. When he loses his pace, he will rely on his playmaking ability, just like Messi, who was never the fastest or the strongest. But when Messi's pace has gone, he's still an elite world-class player, Messi, because of how he sees the things on the pitch, how he can get assists and how he can still score amazing goals. So I'm not worried about Salah. He will still perform at an amazing level for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And also, the referee, I think, absolutely lost the discipline of the game. Just like Man United lost their discipline and their cool in the game. And Ten Hag was absolutely furious with his players after the match. You love to see it as a Liverpool fan. But also the referee should have given red cards out to Man United players, because they were actually like fighting Liverpool players and they were play acting. And also Liverpool is still not getting any penalties. It's absolutely mind-blowing. We should have had at least 1 penalty in this Man United game because of how dirty Man United players played in the second half. But they couldn't stop this Liverpool onslaught. What a magnificent performance. And Jurgen Klopp said it's a freak result and a really top performance from the start. I thought the way we started the game was really special, the best for a long time. We were there, we were aggressive, we played football, we were calm in the right moments, super lively, super active in other moments. United came a bit better into the game, but the late goal before halftime was a sensational goal. And the second half starts. Don't think the second half could start better than with 2 goals. We forced their pretty much from that moment on the boys were flying. Then it was really difficult to play against us, and how I said the performance is important, 3 points is even more important, and the result is just a result. I know we can play good football, I know that we can play better football than we showed a couple of times this season, of course, but there was always a reason why we didn't do it. As you can imagine, it's not that we don't want to play better football. When you lost the game before, you want to be the best version of yourself immediately again. The main difference is we have now pretty much all the players available, which is super helpful, and you could see today and the other night against Wolves as well that obviously having Diogo Jota back is super important, so we can give the boys break here and there. Now Bobby tonight was obviously the most special moment because of the reception he got. He needed now maybe 1 or 2 games to find the rhythm. And the last line, we have options again, which is very helpful. He's talking about we have Konate available again, because Liverpool have to address this in the summer. After Konate and Van Dijk, the drop-off is so massive that if we play Matip or Gomez, we are very likely to concede 1, 2, 3, however many goals. With Konate and Van Dijk, we can keep clean sheet after clean sheet, no problem, no worries. They are that good. But Konate is injury prone and Van Dijk is like 30, 31 years old. So we need to sign somebody like Vardiol and maybe move on Matip. I would give maybe Gomez another chance if you don't want to sell 2 centre-backs, I understand that. And Jurgen Klopp also said that we have 4 or 5 players who are not in the squad, who are training on standing, but they can't get into the squad. That's the first time we had that this season. But we had 9 or 10 players injured before, and that was not helpful. When you are on a good run, you can get through this, but we started like this into the season and then we got out of it, and now hopefully we are out of the woods. There we all know nothing happened apart from a really special night tonight, and we have to keep going, and that is what we will do. And Mo Salah also touched on it in his post-match interview that Liverpool can't get overconfident and can't just rest on their laurels. We have to keep going because we are still not in the great position in the Premier League. We are in a better position. We are now up to 5th place, but we still need to get top 4 and we still need to keep going. We play Bournemouth next. That's very important, but and we play Real Madrid after that. But I don't understand this scheduling that after Real Madrid we don't play a game for 2.5 weeks. For 17 days Liverpool don't have a game because there is FA Cup weekend and also the rescheduling of matches. And then we play Arsenal, Man City and Chelsea, I think, quickly. Three games in a row in a week or so, or 8 or 9 days. So the scheduling is crazy, but hopefully more and more people will get back to the match rhythm, match sharpness. More and more people are getting back from injuries. Jurgen Klopp said, I think now everybody saw how good this front three can be. Gakpo, Nunez, Salah. That's the future of Liverpool. With Jota, of course, coming back, that's the future of Liverpool. Luis Diaz as well. Salah can still keep going for another 3 or 4 years, I'm pretty sure. I mean, look at Benzema, look at Messi. They are still going at 35, 36, 37 years old. So there is no reason to say Salah will be finished in 3 or 4 years. He can still put up elite numbers. And I'm really, really looking forward now to the rest of the season because this is my Liverpool. This is the Liverpool that we know and love. High intensity, high pressing, all out attacking football, and also very hard pressing in the midfield, a lot of intensity, a lot of running, and high praise for all the Liverpool players, even the substitutes. And Harvey played another top game after the Wolves game. He had the highest counter-pressing outcome of any player in the Premier League this season, Harvey Elliott, against Wolves. And if that is not a qualification for starting again, then I don't know one, to be honest. That's what Jurgen Klopp said. I absolutely loved that. And the defense is in a much better moment, for sure. Trent has improved. Robertson has improved as well. Robertson was all running and busting a gut. Of course, Liverpool don't need any motivation to play against Man United, but we need to show the same intensity against Bournemouth. as well, because Bournemouth went to Arsenal yesterday, or 2 days ago, sorry, and they almost got something out of the game. They were leading 2-0, so we have to take every single game seriously, but I'm sure with Jurgen Klopp we will do that. And that's my match reaction and analysis video. I could keep talking about this game for hours, I'm sure you guys know that, but I want to edit the new Liverpool career mode episode for you guys as well. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later, good night.